Hello there people, this is 3D FX. Today we will be looking at creating our very first song in Bitwig Studio. So if you have a Bitwig Studio, then fire it up like we have right here. Or if you do not have Bitwig Studio, you can go to the following homepage. Let's see here, Google and internet please, here we go, and you can write in Bitwig Studio there, and you can go down here and click, not on the you can click whatever you want, but you can click on the try. And you get to the demo version, which is 30 days for free. So you can get this demo free for 30 days. And as you can see, the software is made for Windows, for Mac OS, and for Linux. We will, on my computer today, be using the Mac OS, but normally I use the Windows version. And there shouldn't be any bigger differences between those versions as far as I know anyway. So once you fired up your Bitwig Studio, the first thing we do is we de-check our clip launcher, which is this thing here. Then I usually delete these two channels, and I am pressing the VST button right over here and select the silent one. Double click there, and you get your synthesizer up, either if it's silent one or any other synthesizer. And in my case, we will be loading a pluck sound, which I use for most of my tracks, at the starting point. That's how it sounds. But as you can hear, the sound is bouncing around a little bit, and that is because the delay is on. So we will de-check the delay, and we have a straight sound like that. Pretty good. We'll also shut off my internet because I do not need it right now. And so the first thing here after we've done these steps is that we expand the spinner to 9 bars, which will be right over here. Then as we have our synthesizer up here, we now have added a synth, but we do not have any MIDI clip, so that is the problem right now. And the problem of picking your synthesizer like this is you cannot write any notes. So I just figured that out actually. So I will delete this one, and we can right click over here and add an instrument track, which is basically a MIDI track. And so what we can do when we have this MIDI track is use our pen tool and drag out a clip like this, and right click on this one and click on the green color. And then while you're at it, you can rename this to Arpeggio 1 or something, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe a lead or whatever you want to write. So back to the pen tool, or what do you call it, pointer tool here. So far we only have MIDI track, or as they call it in this program, an instrument track. So we wanna put a synthesizer inside of this. So we're gonna try to just press this button and see if it gets inside of our MIDI clip, and it seems like it did. So that's good, because now we can not only hear our music, but we can also change my preset to pluck. Here we go. There we go. So there. But we can also write songs in this little MIDI section here. So what we'll be doing is we expand these things here, and you can either write directly in here, or you can write in edit, and today I will try to write in edit, I think, because it gets a little bigger that way. So you can see, and you can also, while we're writing this music, we can either have this piano roll here, which we are going to create or write our song, or we can take this down here so we see more of when we're gonna write the song. And you don't have to panic whenever this one is down there, because you can quickly let's see here, go back to that by just double clicking here, and then the synth, you will see the synth again basically whenever you're lost. So either you can double click on this one, or you can double click on this one and write your music here. It's very quick, just go back here and back to the synthesizer. So that about that, let's start writing. So what we're gonna do is just simply try to find some notes for a song. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually just use 2 bars first to see, or 4 perhaps. Let's see, that's not 4, that would be 4 right there. So let's write something here. Let's cut these notes. Let's just make an arpeggio instead, just like I should from the start. So let's see here. We need to make this quicker, so we will do like this again. A little quicker, perhaps. Nope. No. And let's see. Okay, so we have just made a loop, so we'll copy this loop up and see if we can perhaps somehow change it. So. Alright, so we have some slight variation there, so we can play the whole 8 bars now if we like. good start. Let's move on with something maybe a little different or something. We'll add an instrument track and we'll rename it to yeah, I'm thinking if I should do a bass or if I should do something else. I think it's a little early to create a bass so far, so I will just create another arpeggio, I guess. That's what I usually do. So what we want is the synthesizer. So you can take this silent one here and hold on Option and drag to the arpeggio right over here. So that way we can create our stuff over here too, and we're going to select the pen tool and we will start writing with say 4 bars, I guess. And so let's also expand this one to 5 bars. Okay, so let's see how we can back this up. First off, maybe we will select another sound or something. And so I will probably use the pad sound instead. So I actually changed my mind, but you have to. So I'm gonna rename this to pad 1, let's say. And what I'm going to do is just write in Complementary Pads. So let's just check the timing here. It seems it's not entirely perfect, so right there. Let's see here, and I'm going to change this one to this. So for now, what we're gonna do, something like this maybe. Nope, that's a little, I want to have a little break there. So what we're gonna do here is delete this one, and we're gonna so let's try this. Okay, let's do that and copy this over here. Let's see if we can change the melody. Let's see. So I just changed one note there, as you can maybe hear. And you could also add a little bit of more drama by going lower, but I'm not sure it's the right thing to do. No, because it goes a little too low, so we're not gonna do that. So let's see. There, that's probably better. So we probably want this one to go all the way out. So you see there is the end of 4 bars here. So it goes in 1 bar here. Actually, I would call this 0 bars actually, and we'll call this 1, 2, 3, and 4. But in Bitwig, they will call this 1, so that means that you have to say 1 is this entire area, and then 2 is from here to there. So I've been talking about this in my earlier beginner tutorials, but it's very important to understand how they count, so that's why. 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. So that's 4 bars, even if it has a 5, because it's actually beginning at 5 right there. Me personally, I have had a lot of problems when it's such a simple thing, but I don't know why. It's just my brain is not synchronized for that. So, all right. So, but so far so good. We created our arpeggio and we created our little pad here. And what's funny is I never plan my tutorials. I just write, and I encourage you guys to do that as well. I mean, it's good with planning, but the thing is, to try to get better at writing music, what you need to do is train yourself very often, and try to push yourself in doing music as quickly as possible, because your creative flow juices, they will disappear very quickly. So therefore it's important to be quick when you're working fairly quick anyway. You don't need to be panicking, but I mean, you need to be fairly quick, so just to not lose your energy or flow. But here we created the start of this. So what we're going to do is, let's see. I will just copy this up right over here. So then what we're gonna do is we gonna use this 8 bar spinner right over here. So now we're going 8 bars from 9 to 16 actually here, or actually, yeah, at the beginning of 17 almost. Okay, so what we want to have right now is some kind of transition like they have in EDM. So we want that transition to be happening right at the 8th bar. So for that I will steal or borrow, or whatever you want to call it, from a track that I have right here. So what we are going to do is we are going to zoom out a little bit, and then we are going to steal or borrow these 2 samples. So I click edit, and this is what's very nice with Bitwig. We can click edit here and we can cut whatever we want, and I would like to cut this right now, thank you. And then I just click here and I don't save my project because I want it to be like it was before. And then I now have these samples. So I click edit, I click paste, and it will input these samples where they were in time in the project that I had before. So that's really good. I will cut this sample, I will cut that. I only need these 2 samples, and as you can see right now, the samples are they're starting at bar 8 and going to 16, and then they're going from 17 to 25 right over here. So what we're gonna do is actually just move these so they come right over here perhaps, or something, and we'll just see how this will sound. So I'm assuming these samples here will sound the best around 16 bars. Actually, we shall see now how we can. So now the samples are in and so on. What we really want to do is to get a little bit of a groove, so we could add some form of drums, which I will be doing. I will also do it the quick and smart way. You may not have this available for you, but you know, there are samples on the net which you can get. Some of them are free. I'm not really gonna state anything like that right now, but you could probably find somewhere or buy them. So what I'm gonna do now is steal those two. So I will cut these in the section right over here, cut the drums out, and I'll go over here and I will edit, paste. There we go, they're the drums. Thank you, that's very kind of you. So what this will sound like right now is probably a little more upbeat, so to speak. And if it will fit or not depends a little bit on the melody, but we'll try to adjust. And as you can hear, it sounds way too slow, so it's pretty easy to remedy. Just increase the BPM by dragging it up right here to, I think 124 sounds good. So I hear that one of the synths now, it's not really on the, what do you call it? This sounds a little weird for me, I don't know why, but I think it should just hold that note. So we delete this note and well, that's better. Let's just have that everywhere at the moment. Here we go. So now, let's see. I'm sorry, man. I guess I haven't. Let's see. Okay, so we have some drums going. Actually sounds pretty good at 130, I think. It's a little busy, but yeah. Say 128. Oh, 130. Alright, so we've come so far. What we really want to do is have maybe like some form of reverb or something on this thing here. So what we're gonna do is probably what we could also do is oops. Okay, so let's keep it right there. I don't think you want too much of that noise happening. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to just put on some reverb. Okay, so let's see what happens. For example, if we put a delay on that thing. Let's increase the volume. I think we should not use that delay, so I decheck it. And instead I'm going to try another delay which is much better, which is called Replica. It's from Native Instruments and it is the best delay that I've used, but there probably are even better, I don't know, but it's very, very useful and it sounds fantastic. So it's just that you probably shouldn't have it on this kind of tune, but I'm trying anyway. Okay, so a little less feedback on this might be doing the trick. And a little less mixing. See how this sounds on its own. This here. Let's try diffusion. See if we can. This diffusion thing is a bit like a reverb, so, or quite a lot like one. So yeah. So basically what you have here is you have modern and vintage. They are different algorithms for delays. And so, you know, sometimes one method or the other works better. And then diffusion is like a reverb, so that's basically it. And this plugin costs 50 US bucks, so, or something like that, I think. And yeah, so I bought it. It's super useful. So sounds very good, very expensive. Like it sounds like some really expensive delay. So that's pretty good. Anyway, moving on. Just if you want some kind of atmosphere that it sounds like a room or a garage or something, or whatever you want to have you, so you can use the diffusion, but I'm just not really sure if we should use diffusion or if we should use vintage digital. The vintage digital makes it a little cleaner, so I'm just gonna go with that. Probably. Like that, just very discreet. And you know, you could like maybe put some actual reverb on these pads, so you could always smart to try Silence Ones on its own, because partly because it uses less CPU than the others, because Silent One uses very little of your CPU, your processor, your computer, so that's a good thing, but you can use whatever you want. So see if I can have some more of that. And of course, now at this point we already started mixing here, so you could, for example, you could change things. And you could also, like what I use very often, very often, is that I go in here and I select, say, an A1 trigger gate. This is a superb tool for getting rhythm into your mixes. It's actually a gate, and it's extremely useful in my opinion when it comes to electronic dance music. So you can hear at once it sounds so trancey, like it's a trance song already or something. So that's pretty cool. This is one of my secret weapons. I guess it was my secret weapon until this video was uploaded. Stupid me. But seriously, you do have your favorites, and Alex Hilton's A1 Trigger is definitely up there for me. It's just something I can't live without. So yeah, each to his own though. What I like. I mean, this sounds so good already, just with this cool and that's about it. I mean, there you have the start. So I mean, it's super simple, but it's kind of effective to be this type of, you know, me guys, I mostly do trance. I don't do hip hop. I don't do whatever, you know. I like electronic dance music, and that's why I buy a program like this. So yeah, it's I would say like Bitwig is actually, in my opinion, kind of expensive for compared to like Logic and other DAWs out there. So yeah, but this is a start anyway. So what we want to do right over here, we can do show real-time ruler. No, sorry, insert cue marker. So you click there. I'm a little slow today, so now rename this cue marker and call it break, or break for breakdown, or you can call it breakdown. Let's just because this is where I want this to break down. And you can add another one here. You can call it rename cue marker, and you can call this one intro if you like. There we go. So now you know where the intro is, and now you know where the breakdown is. So now we're gonna try to write some form of breakdown right over here, and I'm gonna check. Okay, let's see here. 30 minutes already. Okay, that's sweet and pretty. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to actually try to add, either you could write chords over here, or you could, you know, change the melody, or you could use chord stabs, which is very effective in EDM. So that's and it's very easy, I think, easy way of changing the song. So that's probably what I will go for, because I'm lazy today. So let's just do that, I think. So let's just see where this one is. Yeah, it's right there. Let's have it down here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up this one here. I think that the effects and the drums, you can move them up because they're a little bit in the way sometimes. I don't know if I want them right there. I just put them up there right for now, and then you can move them down whenever you like to. Alright, so let's delete those things. And the reason I copied this is, as always, usually is just to use it somewhere else. So what we're gonna do now, we can call this break or whatever you want to call it. It's probably stupid, but let's stabs. Okay, so there's our stabs. They're not there already, but okay. We're gonna write them. You have to have some patience with me today. What we're gonna do is we're going to, so let's go in here. What we're gonna do is we are going to see if we can do some steps. Just preferably that fits with the old melody. So but we do want to change, you know. So I mean, let's just do this. So let's just see what we can do here. That sounded better. So I feel that the song is, I feel that we need to raise this an octave or something so that they'll, let's just try to do that. Something like this. So you just move them up like that. Okay, let's try that. So we could do, let's start with this. So it's a little too busy. We need to have it a little less busy, perhaps. Well, something like that. That pattern is better, I think. See, there's two. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a rhythm. So we take these closest log and mute this channel. Let's try to move these over here. Let's see what happens if we do like this. So like, that's better. That's a little snappy ending. So we'll just go with that because we're lazy today. So, and then what we're gonna do, my dear friends, is we're gonna take this and we're gonna move these notes on. I'm moving these notes down here. See what happens? Okay, that sucked. Because we need to have this like there or something. Okay, so I'm now going to change this entirely. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. Let's see here. Yeah, precisely. Let's try that again. Shall we? Let's see. Something like this. I think we cut this. Let's see. I just cut, actually let's cut everything except the lowest. Oh, come on. Okay, sorry, my Swedish is getting along there. So see if we could perhaps extend this. There we go, good boy. And then what we will try to do, now that didn't sound good, so we're gonna have to fix that. So my friends, I am not a trained musician when it comes to music theory or whatever. I'm just like you guys, most of you anyway. So I just try until I die, you know what I mean? That's what it is about. For everybody, even for, you know, Einstein and whoever was writing music. If he was writing music, I don't know. But anyway, moving on. No, so we need to fix this. See if we could. I kind of don't want to go higher, but it feels like I'm forced to do that. So. And that doesn't fit, so. Let's just try until we get it. Yeah. Definitely not. Now I'm a little stuck here, so that can happen sometimes. Let's just cut this. And we could try the original again and change it. Let's cut. Okay, so when you are in a stuck situation like this, what is good to do is kind of press the first chord and then press, the first note of the chord and then the first note of the other chord. And then your brain will know what the next will be. So let's say we have, I can't even take that note because my voice cannot, like, it doesn't agree with it. And so, but what we could do, so probably it should, I think it should maybe work right over here. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Ah, this is making me crazy. Why? Come on. See here. Maybe down here then. It doesn't feel right, huh? Nope. Why did that happen? That's okay. Man, it's bugging me now. This is taking too long. So let's just do it like this and see what happens. Okay, so we can probably go with that. What we do next is cut this. So these are in a pretty high octave. So that's why Bitwig? Why? There we go. So you know, you want a change here, but like I don't know. That's you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to go lower here because seriously. See here. What happens if we add a bass note? Like Come on. No, that changes the whole architecture. Let's not do that. So we're a little bit stuck here. We will just simply, because this is just taking too much time, goodbye. Let's be finished with it. So let's just have this. Blah blah blah. Let's have it here. And what we do, have another, okay, that's a little unnecessary. Actually, let's have this one. Here we go. And probably shut off the delay. And let's see here. So what I want to do, also want a little bit of, I don't know if I want diffusion on this one. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. I will have that. So and also I think so maybe something like that. Now let's see here. Shut up this. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have so in this situation we need something to get like the movement of the melody to from a part to another. So what we really want is a snare fill of some kind. Why can I not find it here? Okay, so girder. Man, this is oh, let's see, do I have to, let's try this. Open some older projects, see if we can solve this. And there's a snare fill, something that I think I could take, and we will just try it first. Come on then. Some juice. Yep. Alright, so kick fill always effective. Let's edit copy. Let's see here. My brain is not working. What? My brain is just simply not complying. Copy audio track. I suppose we should do that. Let's see. Activate audio engine bitwig and see if we could have our little. Can I not paste now? Seriously? No thanks. Now I can. This is what's so freaking weird with Bitwig. You have to click down here to be able to paste sometimes. It's really weird. Don't ask me why it's like that. It's just weird. Maybe it has some logical explanation that I'm unaware of. So let's see. I put this little kick over here, and then what I'll do, I only want the kick, not the actual drums, because I already have drums. So what I'll do is I take this kick fill here and I move it right over there. That's how we do it. And this is very, very simple. You can make one yourself by taking in samples like this and then just shortening them by half. So they get like from this to this, and then from that to maybe even smaller if you like. Okay, so that's cool, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove these. And as I do not feel like I wanna write these chord steps anymore, so I'm going to just copy paste them over here, and I will have a drum fill over here, and then I will copy these two samples here so something happens, and there we go. But we want this to be happening, move it over here instead. So maybe over there. There we go. Or actually, let's see if we want a gap there. You could probably take these and there we go. And let's have those over. Nope. No. Why are you doing this to me, Bitwig? It's severely annoying. It is severely annoying. What is going on, dude? Like, why can I not? There we go. That's better. A little zoom helped us at the end of the day. So I'm just gonna check my OBS. Here we go. Okay, so that's 1 hour video already. Okie dokie then. So let's try it. So probably should have one instrument more here. I'm just not really, I don't really know what you want to have there, but you could probably write something new here. So say that we are going to do so cut all of this and write something else, I suppose. So let's do this. Just see if we can Whoopsie daisies. What's happening? Let's see. Okay, so I get it. What? I don't... I hear something is wrong, but I cannot find it. Ah, okay, it's probably this note. So see now. So I don't know. So let's see. I don't know. There's something wrong, and I don't know where it is, my friends. Okay, so these are so this one, it doesn't even play, we can remove it. Okay, let's do it again. I don't even know if that's really like good enough. Like these feels like they're too low. Okay, I'll have it like that. So enough of this. Let's do let's copy that and see what happens. And we probably want this we have written here in another channel, so I would probably copy this up first and then just let's amputate these and those, so we only played it right there, because now we have the power to change this synthesizer right here without affecting the sound of the notes that are played over here and on this other synthesizer. So good thing. Right now we're gonna try to increase the reverb a bit. We could try with a delay. A little bit of reverb. Sounds pretty sweet, like, I think. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway. Alright, that's something. So what we're gonna do, ladies and gents, is we're gonna copy these. I almost forgot. So we're just copying these over there. I just, you know, you could do more variation if you like to, but I don't know, I feel tired today. So. There we go. Alright, cool. And now we'll have all of the freaking hats and yada yada over here. See if that works. There we go. And we will also have the kick on top of everything else, and I'll call this kick fill or something. Just, yeah, okay, fine enough, fine and dandy. Let's see if, so right after this we will have the kicks coming on there, so like something like that, and that's where our simplicity thing right over here comes right there. Bam, wham bam, you know. Okay, so let's listen to this and see. We can try with the transition here. You know what? Right before the end, we will cut, I think, 2 of these. So let's see. Okay, so we get a little more drama here. So, and you could probably have these cut. And so yeah. But I feel like we're missing something here, and I think you guys really noticed that too. We don't have any form of bass at all, and it's funny how I missed it this long into the video. We're actually over 1 hour now, but we're gonna add some form of bass to this. So what we're gonna do, ladies and genties, is that we will have our arpeggio section again. I will copy this and I'll actually drag it up here, say right click, rename bass, like that, you know, just like that. Decheck the replica. We probably don't want to delay on our bass, most likely not. So, and then what we're gonna do, ladies and genties, genital, no, that's the wrong word. So let's see, what we're gonna do is we bring our little load area here, and I will take something that says bass fantastic It's probably not as fantastic as it sounds, but... So we have chorus in this one, we probably don't want that on a bass. So D-check that. So there's a little bit of reverb actually, which is unusual for bass, but you could have a little bit of that. We get straighter without the reverb, so I'm not using the reverb. And the question is if this is enough bass for us. I don't know, but we'll try, my friends. What we'll do? I will take this out. We'll go into the bass and see what we can play with. We'll cut these and we'll try to make a simple bass line. So let's find the right key first. Maybe it will be there. Okay, that sounded cool. Already sounds awesome. So we are going to try this freaking super simple bass line. That's kind of cool. So let's see here. Come on. Start with that rolling bass, I think you call it. I always do it. Having a little hard time hearing the correct notes, I mean frequencies. Okay, whatever. I think we can have that. Let's see if actually it would be ton better to make an offbeat bass that doesn't interfere with the rest of the melody, but for the sake being, we are going to go with this anyway. It's our first video after all, so what I'll do, you could add distortion to this, you know. It sounds overly mean for this melody, I know that, but it's a little too aggressive. Way too aggressive. Decimate? No. Probably shouldn't have that. Trying to find ways of... Let's try them. Nope, we're not gonna use that. Maybe compress it a bit. Then you have to use the right spinner, dude. Sorry. usually never use compression because they say it can ruin a mix, so I'm picky with that to not use it. I do have compressors, but I don't really use them a lot. But yeah, sometimes if you absolutely need to, you can use it. But you can lower the sound of this a bit if you like, and you can also play with the volume on the silent one and see if the only thing really missing right now, because we do have a groove and we do have a bass line and we have everything, I mean not everything of course not, but I mean we do have a few stuff here going on. The only thing I feel is missing right now is side chaining, but I don't really know what to side chain so far, but to get that groove, and that's something we really want. So the question is, what happens if we sidechain the bass or something? I don't know if you should actually do that, but you could try, because you're crazy like me. So what we can do, I will reach for A1 trigger gate again because I'm so lazy, and then what I would do is probably search for the sidechain preset. See here. Like a sidechain. Number 2 is probably better. I mean, seriously. Seriously, can you feel the vibe on that one? Dude, man, that is so damn good. It's really good, man. Oh, it is so good. Okay, let's try this. You just wanna crunch that volume, you know what I mean? Oh wow, man, that is so heavy. Like, it totally makes the track, come alive, you know what I mean? So okay, I'm actually impressed myself, because that just, sometimes you get happy accidents, and I guess adding a sidechain was not really an accident. I kind of just knew it was gonna work, but it's so much easier to do also in A1 trigger gate. It just smacks, it's so much easier. But it feels quite heavy, so like if you listen to it, it's really sidechaining a lot. So you can draw the mix slider to get less of it. You know what I mean? But it's very effective, so you could have it, it's almost better with full, actually. Or maybe 80, something. Very, I mean, man, it does sound good with sidechaining. It just does. Alright. So, you know what? In basically 1 hour, we created the full track. We just played with different stuff and we came up with this. You know what I mean? It's so simple. You don't have to make it complicated. Like, there is one saying called kiss. Why do we need to kiss? Because we need to keep it simple, stupid. You get it? Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. We need to kiss. That's what we need to do. Alright, so keep it simple, stupid. Alright, now you know. So, because it's so much easier when you don't have too much stuff going on. Like, okay, some of you may think, oh, this is so much work or whatever. But really, this is like the simplest I could ever do for you. So, in my world, anyway. So, kissing is good, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Let's see now. What we're gonna do is take that bass line and see how it sounds just running it all over the track. No, but we do need it here to drive the track. So let's shut off this one so you can hear the full track here in the transition also. See if it's okay. And it's kind of empty here, but see here, we could perhaps make this one louder. This is a little, I don't know. Sorry, my French is bad. And obviously we're missing a bass line, as you could hear, so we just steal this. Thank you. There we go. So like that maybe? I don't know. You choose. I'm just playing around here. So what happens, say, if we let's try it again. And you can always, you know, play with these in silent mode if you like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it gives a bit of character, you know what I mean? Oh, this one is... yeah, it's pretty good. So like, pretty cool. Again. Let's try. That's pretty cool, man. Like, I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Let's try this. I just feel this track is starting to get kind of cool. I didn't expect it at all when I started doing it, to be absolutely honest. But what do you know? You know, you can make anything happen if you really put your, you know, heart into it, I guess. So what you're gonna do, what I hear right here is another arpeggio, actually, because arpeggios are so effective. So I'm wondering if there is possibility to make, we will delete these ones and we will probably steal this one, and then we will see if we can find, like, I don't know, I just want something more here, just to make it richer, if you know what I mean. So like, there are different plucks here. I know I can use the normal pluck and remix it, but I will not do it. I want something darker, something something different. See if I can find that somehow. Dark. Okay, pluck dark. That's the one I was searching for. I don't know if it's that very dark, but yeah, it's a little muffled and sounds really sweet, actually. So we'll see if this could, you know, if you could write something with this. So we call this Arpeggio 2, or actually, no, it's number 3, actually. we're gonna call this tree, and we're gonna call this one. Well, you can call it whatever you like, but I'm gonna call it like this, and we are going to see if we can drag this one out like this and turn this on. So what I'm gonna do is go in, delete, start over. So let's see here. So what do I want to do? Let's no, we need solo button. What we're gonna do see what happens if let's try to offset them or something. That kind of, you know, could be interesting. Let's increase the volume. This is probably totally insane to do this, but I will still do it just because. So remove the delay, it's probably bugging it. So now you can hear it very loud, which wasn't really what I wanted. So it feels like it's a little off beat here, it's a little wrong here. You see, if you mute this, and it does add something, like it does add a little plucky, I don't know, we'll get the delay down probably. Because we want it snappy, so it cuts through the mix. So like, don't know, maybe we should try some. No, we shouldn't. Okay. Let's see. Actually, it sounds a little bit more freer up here. It kind of opens up a little bit if you use 12 dB instead of 24 sometimes. So it's a little more open, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna just write now. Let's do doesn't really matter what you do, everything will sound good when you have a pluck. So that's the good thing, and it doesn't really clog up the mix way too much anyway. I'm just thinking, where am I going with this? Okay, I guess I can have that. What is this? You could do like this. That's more like it. So from this, so maybe this one needs to, there we go. Yeah, that's a loop. And that kind of almost, I would say, completes the song. I mean, yeah, you could go on and so on, but I wouldn't like say, I don't know, yeah, you could do a lot different, of course, but this is the main song, I think, guys, so I'm gonna put it right over here and call it like a day, because that is basically what the full song is about. So for now, what we can do, I mean, it's not really a long song, but if you right click over here and you can click, let's see here, show real-time ruler, so you can see the time. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds, so you can of course make it longer or whatever, but that's how long this song will be for today. So since we are done with this little tutorial now, if you like, I hope that you will give me a thumbs up on this video, and if you are even more kind, you will drop some comment. What do you think? What do you think should be changed, or anything like that in this video? As it is my first video, I think it came out okay. I didn't really think it was, you know, you never really know when you start making stuff and so on. And some of you guys would think this is not finished. That's fine. You can continue on your own if you like. I'm just calling it a day for today, but I'm checking the time here. It is 1 hour 27 minutes. So in 1.5 hours, so we have made this track. So I will just end the video by playing the track, and we'll see if you find something that should need improvement, and I'm pretty sure you do. Anyway, thank you for watching 3dFX, and I will end it by just playing it, and I hope I will see you very soon in another song tutorial. That's it, guys. Comment, in the sections what you want to see. Is there something in Bitwig, or is there some plugin that you like or something? Tell me about your experiences in music. What do you do? Do you play? Do you play an instrument, or are you using you know, softwares like this to create music? It would be really nice for me to hear. So comment and like and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell button if there are any nowadays. I don't even remember if YouTube have a bell button anymore, but if it does, please check that too. I'll see you very soon, guys, and thank you for today. 3DFX out.